Every wrestler's dream is to be the WWE champion and to join the likes of Stone Cold, Triple H, and The Undertaker, just to name a few, and be immortalized in the WWE universe. But sometimes, when in the process, things can get a little messed up. Here are 5 wrestlers whose push to stardom was destroyed. First on the list, we have RVD. RVD, one of the poster boys for ECW and one of the greatest high flyers of all time. He's the Jean-Claude Van Damme of the WWE. I mean, look at the resemblance. RVD won the Money in the Bank and shortly after beat John Cena for the WWE Championship. But that's when the problem started. RVD was stopped by the law with his friend Sabu, and that's when the cops saw that he was mowing lawns and taking the grass clippings with him. They also found a lot of Skittles and M&Ms with him and on Sabu, and that's when his push ended. Next up on the list, we have Kofi Kingston. 2009 SOS Kofi was amazing. He was so over with the crowd at this time. During Survivor Series 2009, he was actually the lone survivor, pinning both CM Punk and Randy Orton in a matter of 10 seconds clean. Shortly after this, he destroyed Randy Orton's super cool fast sports car, and so he decided to tell the big man Vince to end Kofi. It took him a whole 10 years to recover and finally win the gold. It was kind of funny watching him rub it in Orton's face during the time.
But not like it matters, he lost it in 6 seconds.
Now we have none other than the Velveteen Dream. He was on the WWE Tough Enough 2015, and he was climbing high in NXT, and was the next up-and-coming superstar until allegations and legal issues, of course. Now, the Dream isn't allowed anywhere near a school for good reasons, and now he's doomed to fight in gymnasiums with crowds a little bigger than AEW. Now, we have Lars Sullivan. His career ended before it could even start. He had a cool ladder match during his NXT run, and then he came to the WWE. All he did was really yell and fight jobbers. Vince was in love looking at this big strong man. He was going to push him to the moon to be the poster antagonist of the WWE. Then they found a nice little forum that he commented on between 2007 and 2013 that had some pretty negative things to say on it. Which is big irony that he said hateful things like that when he had a submission match with this guy. Last one on the list is none other than Mr. Kennedy. Do you remember that whole Hornswoggle is Vince McMahon's son deal? Well, it was actually supposed to be Mr. Kennedy, and he was supposed to get a crazy push. He won the Money in the Bank, and then shortly after, he got on the naughty list with Mr. Orton and John Cena. Due to injuring John Cena and then dropping Orton right on his head, he lost the Money in the Bank to Edge. And then Orton and John Cena pretty much said, let's get rid of this guy to Vince.